Hi everyone, this is Mark Shanker, self-taught artist, and today this is another video about using crayons. So in my first video, we entirely used crayons, and we used a paper with a very smooth surface in order to keep the wax quality of the crayon on the surface. Now we're going to be using an absorbent piece of paper and using it with inks. In public school, we used to call this crayon resist. And then you can get some fantastic effects with the resist of crayon against a liquid, in this case inks, and India ink. So let's just start an example. I haven't actually used this particular paper recently, but it should work fine. So I'm using a Crayon Expressionist crayon, which I think is fine. And I'm making a circle, and I'm really pressing pretty hard and getting a pretty thick crayon circle. That's because we really want to see this resist. So I'm taking a brush, and I'm going to first try the resist with a little water and a little India ink. And let's see what we get here. So as you can see, the India ink has been absorbed by the paper, except where the ink, where the crayon is. Let's try that with pure India ink. I'm just sort of curious to see how it's going to look with a very thicker India ink. Okay, as you can see, there isn't as much crayon coming through. So in this case, what I usually do is I just remove the India ink from the crayon just by patting it, and then I have the crayon very nicely apparent, and a very dark India ink. Let's try that now with just regular Higgins, in this case they're Higgins colored ink. So I'm using red crayon, again Crayon, and I'm going to use a blue ink. So as you can see, pure blue ink is pretty strong. You can see the red under there, but it's really, it starts to come out as the blue is absorbed by the paper. You can see more, but let's try it with a little water. So you can see that there's a much brighter red when you have ink that is reduced in strength. Let's try now yellow. And this is a yellow crayon. Try a reddish ink. You can see it makes a fantastic effects. That yellow really, like, sort of blows up, comes out in the with the comparison between the ink and the crayon. Let's just try black crayon here. There is, I think, white ink. I don't have any ready right now, but I'm sort of curious to see what will happen. Black. I'm going to use a really watered down blue. It's actually really nice here, the way the black sort of changes in color to almost a red, as you can see. So there's a lot you can do, a lot of playing around that you can do with ink, India ink, regular Higgins ink, and wax crayons. So this is Mark Shanker, MarcShanker, at markshanker.com. Thank you. Bye.